Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Welcome back, Skittermanders, to another fragrant and flowery special edition of the podcast. This is your GM Patrick here, your garden meanderer, and joining me tonight in putting the petals to the metal and turning over a new leaf are my four best buds, Drew, Jabert, Rebecca, and Seth. Hi guys, welcome everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
I don't know if you got
a plant-based pun.
Yeah, well, very specifically.
First of many, probably.
Flower-based puns.
Puns aplenty.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I have no blooms anywhere.
I apologize to everyone that has turned to our podcast weekly for another Starfinder story this week.
Haha, joke's on you.
Yeah, but I apologize, but indeed we are taking the smallest of hiatuses right in the middle of our implosive end of book 2 of Devastation Ark. And if you've been listening, you probably understand why that we need a little mental vacation from 3 episode combats and things like that, and character deaths and what have you. So yeah, instead of playing our annual free RPG Day Skittermander story right now, we've wanted to do this year's new, very light-hearted, full of levity Pathfinder 2e free RPG game. The free RPG Day was, I believe, in June, and I think at the time we were like, oh man, we really want to play this. Maybe on stream, maybe not. But it is a non-goblin adventure. This is a leshy adventure called Fistful of Flowers, written by 2 friends of the podcast and our interviewees of honor for CritterCon 5 this year, Linda Zayas Palmer and Eleanor Farron. I'm very excited about this one. I've been looking at this for a couple months now since it was kind of announced. And I think we talked about this, Rebecca, Drew, maybe playing it at some point, maybe just for fun, maybe not even recording it. But of course, we are missing Miles and Tyler this week. And then I think we're recording this a little bit in advance because then next week, 2 of you are out as well. And Jabert is like out of the country. You're ditching us completely. So got a little bit of buffer here before we get back to the end of book 2.
Y'all, Patrick loves leshies. He will not stop talking about them. Like when they got like
I had a bunch for dinner tonight. I had asparagus leshy for dinner. You monster. And chopped them up good. I love eating plants. Seth, welcome.
I remember like you tried to get us to like kill one of our characters in Dead Men Roll No Crits so we could roll up a leshy.
Well, they're so
like
good.
one of you guys, you could be a leshy instead, right?
I say that about every new ancestry that's adorable that comes out. It's like you can be a tiny skeleton. You can be a itty bitty skeleton, adorable skeleton,
little puppet, little doll.
Yeah.
So good.
Puppets are great too.
Oh, I'm 100. But by the way, Patrick, you killed Candoso. Oh, you're getting a little puppet.
It's child play time.
Is it a puppet with Candoso's soul? Oh my god! That
it looks just like Candoso. It's a puppet druid.
the Pronk doll.
That is
Candoso.
Terrifying.
So everyone that tuned in for Starfinder Adventures, you're getting Pathfinder instead. And hilariously, if you are a Patreon subscriber and are looking for our weekly Pathfinder 2e Skull and Shackles campaign on the Patreon for the next couple weeks, instead you're going to be getting Kids on Bikes. So we're just shifting all the games. You could have easily put this on the Patreon and Kids on Bikes on here, but no, we're shifting everything. And that is a game that we recorded. I think everyone except Drew and Seth were not on that, but
yeah, I recorded this because I had to take care of my kids who were several years younger than they are now.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. They were all still in diapers then.
Yeah, it was
recorded in like 2018, and we've never done anything with it. So now you get to hear
Oh, this is like a really old recording.
Yeah, I'm interested to listen to it myself because I do not remember what happened.
I haven't edited it yet, so your guess is as good as mine. I don't remember what happens. I remember we did take bikes at one point, and we were playing children, but
maybe you predicted some Stranger Things spoilers for like season 2, 3, and 4.
Seriously, I had like a thing with a baseball bat where I like killed things in a library or something. Yeah.
Oh man. All right, we'll figure that out. But you gotta subscribe to the Patreon. I don't think that's coming to this feed ever. So take a look there. And I think this week and next week we're gonna have Pathfinder 2 adventures in Fistful of Flowers. Are you guys ready to get into this adventure? You've got your characters. We're gonna talk about them in a second. But are you ready for some Pathfinder 2e?
Oh yeah,
excellent.
Drew, you ready for Pathfinder 2e?
Yeah.
Every time you play with us in this.
Know the rules.
We just drop you into it. It's like, yeah, you'll figure it out. You swing a sword or whatever. I don't know. All right. This is a chapter 1, the Great Grain Robbery. Our setting here is the wilds of the Verduran Forest, a seemingly normal plant here in the shade of a tree reveals themselves as a leshy. You see a curious, small, human-shaped plant. Oftentimes these are crafted by druids as minions or companions, and sometimes these leshies outlive their creators, and while many others are just created and then set free to live their own lives, to adventure in the forest. Most of those who live here in the Verduran Forest today have stories very similar to this, including your guys' characters. And recently, this forest cluster of leshies, the community of the few square miles around where you live, has seemed to grown thinner and fewer. But you are 4 of these leshies, perhaps brought together by a leshy elder, like an ancient-looking dandelion leshy who's got like 3 little sprigs that he's got in a comb over his face, who's brought you together as some of the most able stalked, I guess, able leafed of the leshies here in the Verduran, and has tasked you. In fact, the numbers of leshies have dwindled significantly as people have lost touch with leshies who've lived here for some time, and many of your compatriots here in the forest have grown very fearful, and they don't know where they're going. So they've tasked you. Your duty is to protect the smaller spirits of the forest, and the first step is to admit something is amiss. Something has run afoul of these leshies, and investigate together. And indeed, this is maybe the first time you've probably seen one another around the forest, but it's the first time your characters have worked together, brought together here in this mystery. Introduce yourselves, give us a little bit of who you are, what you look like, and this is also your characters kind of introducing themselves to one another. All of you, I should mention, are leshies. Pretty important.
Leshies all the way down.
Who wants to go first? Talk about your character.
Fluffang steps up eagerly and declares, "Hello, friends! I am Fluffang, the tyrant of the Kithodarian Academy, and I've come from far away to live in this forest to bring justice to these lands. Have no fear, when you are with me, I will keep you safe. Tally-ho!"
The fact that the authors of this story made Fluffang the bard of the party, a weed, a invasive
it's
weed,
a sweet little dandelion, dandelion.
In his prime, you've got all of your petals. So you haven't
mane of yellow.
You haven't bloomed into the white,
the weird white puffy
thing.
I'm looking at this elder dandelion, and I'm telling myself, I'll never grow old.
I used to have it forever, but then they changed what it was.
Right. So Fluffang is a non-binary leshy. I'm a bard, and I'm an don't tell anybody, but I'm an ex-spy. I used to be a spy for the Lion's Guard. Is that what it was?
Oh, looks right. Looks right to me.
Yeah, the Lion Blades.
Ooh. So you've had some mystery afar in your time. That's excellent. So the bard of the party.
I grew up in the city. I'm a city plant.
I grew up in a crack in the sidewalk before I was spirited alive. Who wants to go next?
I'll step up. Bottle Speaker steps up and says, "Hello, friends. I am Bottle Speaker. I am a protector of the forest and all of us leshies, and I am honored to be serving alongside you in protecting our community. It is a great, very important duty." And in the middle of his sentence, out of his gourd of a head, pops this adorable little rosebud. He goes, "Twin Sprout!"
Is it a Pokemon? Does it just say its name?
Yeah, it just says its name.
Twin Sprout.
Twin Sprout.
I think it's more of a reference to early 2000s internet video.
Oh, yeah, you get that. Twin Burger and Helium, yeah. But yeah, so Twin Sprout pops out and Bottle Speaker is like, "Oh yes, don't mind my daughter, Twin Sprout. She is very cheery and will bring levity to the group and hopefully will be useful from time to time, but I must protect her above any other leshy. She is my pride."
If you guys are in trouble, I'm choosing Twin Sprout over you. Bottle Speaker just laid it out. Who's next? Whomst is next. I believe it's the proper English.
Over in the corner.
I think it's Hoobastank is next, is how you really say it. But
oh, right.
Yeah, sorry, Seth, continue.
Tea and the Blowfish. Over in the corner is some leather armor that leads up to an indigo cap worn much like a jaunty hat, and it tilts back and you see one eye peering up from beneath the hymenophore of these fungal growths, and the rogue reaching rings looks up and says, "There's a threat to the forest or our kind. You can be sure I'm there to help."
What's your name?
Reaching Rings.
Reaching for what? Reaching for rings.
Is this voice not working? Do I need to crank it up?
So good. But you're the blue capped creature reaching for rings. Are you Sonic the Hedgehog? Always reaching for rings. Excellent. And
as long as I have one ring,
and you're the edge.
I can't die
of the party.
So can't die. The rings are HP.
That's true. Who is last but not least? Oh, it's our baby PF2E player, Drew.
The name's Popcorn, Jack.
Oh no!
You better be prepared for this voice for a couple of days.
Who's Popcorn?
Popcorn is a Snapdragon leshy. She is a barbarian, and she's got a cute little tail too.
Yeah, she kind of looks.
I hadn't seen the full picture yet.
All of this character art is so perfect.
Kind of looks like a little. Doesn't look like a dragon or a dragon kid. It kind of looks like a little kaiju. It's got a little tail, and maybe I'm just inured with the kaiju myself. This is the opposite of kaiju. It is a little kaiju. Yeah. Who is Popcorn? What are you? You have a skull flail? Is that what I'm seeing on the art?
Little vole skulls, like
teeny animal skulls on a
like naked mole rats.
Yeah, you might pull out of like owl pellets in 8th grade or whatever.
Gross, but yes, awesome.
Popcorn was made by a druid who thought that she would have kind of a very, very calm temperament, but it turns out that the Snapdragons gave her a fiery temperament, and as well as some fire powers that might come to find themselves. And she got the name Popcorn because when she would rage about the forest just being kind of grumpy and grouchy, the forest pixies would fly up in the trees and throw things at her, namely fruits and vegetables and pieces of corn, which were popular because they would pop. But she ended up learning through all of that that some things had really fun smells when she cooked them. So she started to play along with the pixies and see what her fire could do to cook different foods and vegetables.
Yeah, that makes sense because I was looking at your character sheet and there's like some cooking abilities. I think,
cooking
as
and
well
alchemy.
in there.
Cooking and alchemy.
It's great. Right. So yeah, like I said, this is also your characters getting to know one another. Maybe you've heard of one another by reputation and seen one another at leshy gatherings, which I got to imagine if you think hobbit parties are cute, the little plant beings of the forest all getting together.
I mean, Lesh Fest is a great time.
They're all just drinking out of like little flower cups and stuff, little tea parties, which I gotta imagine is a little messed up because that's just like dried leaves, right? Tea. I don't know.
The petals of our enemies shall be our chalices.
We dried them and reconstituted them in hot water. All right, I gotta stop thinking about it. I guess they just eat dirt, right? We just shovel dirt.
Mostly it's like sunlight. Yeah. We have, like I have plant nourishment as one of my abilities. I just get my nourishment from the sun.
Right. So as you guys are starting your investigation handed down to you by some of the leshy elders, you've already spoken about and have found that one of the last places many of these missing leshies have gone to is down by the river crossing, a place that Popcorn knows very well, as a couple seasons ago you made an adorable little vine rope bridge to cross it, because you've seen that many smaller leshies just get swept away, and like to us humans, just like a little babbling brook, but it is a massive raging river to these smaller plant creatures. So that is where the investigation takes you first, and as you get to the scene here, indeed this is a spot, Popcorn, you've seen yourself in many a time. Maybe it's your Saturday night hangout with like sprites and fairies of the forest. But as you return here, you see the vines that you've used and fallen branches to build this kind of rope bridge has been downed. It is not up right now. Is kind of part of it swaying back and forth in shambles and fragments, some dipping into the water. What would you guys like to do?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Could I use... Nope, I can't. Never mind.
Oh, you ask it.
I was going to ask if I could use Tanglefoot, but it says the target is a creature, so I guess not.
You trying to tangle up the bridge?
Yeah, I was thinking I can, shoot a vine out to catch the other side of the bridge and pull it up. But...
Smart idea.
You can grab some of the remnants and maybe lasso them back a little bit to...
I've also got. I might step forward and say, "Never fear, friends. I will use my mind to get it." And I use Mage Hand.
All right. So bringing back like half of the rope bridge to take a peek at.
Yeah.
Why don't you? You can make me either a crafting check if that's something you have, or nature, or perception as you're looking over the remnants here, the bridge. Skill checks, just like Starfinder. This is basically the same game, right? You roll them, you see if you got them.
Whoop. I take a peek. Oh, it's the worst peek. I say, I have retrieved the bridge, and I shall not look at it.
A natural one. Yeah, you're not really sure about this. Maybe
I found a bridge.
Maybe Popcorn, since you're the one that built this a couple years back. Do you have any skills you want to roll, Drew?
So I've got...
Popcorn, builder of bridges, tell me what has happened to this bridge.
So I have an ability for combat, a feat that's Grasping Reach. Could I use Grasping Reach with maybe acrobatics or athletics to reach out and grab it?
Well, we've already pulled the bridge up. We're just inspecting it.
Right pay attention to what has happened. You can roll nature. You can roll crafting if you want to take a look at your craftsmanship of said bridge and see if you can figure out what happened. Or on the dice. Maybe
Can
now.
I try nature? Maybe
does
my
a bridge.
druidic knowledge of
You can
vines?
try nature, but now is the time that I remind you guys that each of your little leshy heroes here has a hero point, which can be used per session to re-roll one of your d20 rolls. Oh, I don't know if you want to use it on the actual first roll of the game, but right. So what have you rolled here for Bottle
It's a
Speaker?
22 for Bottle Speaker.
Right. So you're taking a look. Maybe you can tell if the vines had rotted or if they indeed had some kind of imperfections that caused them to snap. But indeed, that doesn't seem to be the case. You bring back one of the last vines and you can tell very clearly with that check that it has been cut. They did not snap on their own. They were cut with, likely very deliberately, with a sharp knife.
Who would do this to a helpless bridge?
What side was the cut made on?
I don't know if you'd be able to tell that from just looking at a cut vine.
I mean, like how much bridge are we holding on to here? Is it? Was it cut on this
what
side or
side
on
has more vine than the other?
That's a good question. I will make a secret perception check for you guys. Well, Fang, what's your perception bonus? 8. I'm getting my bad rolls out of the way here. I've rolled a 2, a 3, and an actual number that can help you guys out with Fluffang's roll. You see perhaps more of the bridge on the other side of the riverbank, but also over there, it looks like a scattering of tiny purple flowers amidst the gravel along the bank. Indeed, I think you can recall talking to some of the leshies that a few of the young buds that have gone missing indeed were lavender flower leshies.
Oh no. Someone seems to be hurt, perhaps, maybe. Let's go and see if they're safe.
We should report it to the ombudsman.
Oh, there it is. bringing it back. We got some flower puns for you tonight, folks listening.
Yeah, can we climb down?
Climb down the river.
Climb down. I mean, I presume it's just a bridge across a river. It's not like a gully or anything.
Okay. No. You can ford across, swim across with a check, but it is possible you could potentially, like perhaps some leshies have in the past, get washed downstream a bit. You're not good.
You also might lose like 100 tons of food in like an axle or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You got dysentery from the river. How's that work for a plane? I don't know. Just pooping dirt. Nothing but it's a mudslide. Mudslide. Yeah, you brought this on, Seth. This is your doing.
I did not say dysentery once. I will bring that up.
I mean, unfortunately, this is a classic fantasy tabletop role-playing game conundrum. Out across a river.
Rivers are like the most deadly thing at early levels.
I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna hurt. What would you like to do? Got any ideas?
I was really hoping it was going to be a climb because I'm immune to falling, so I was just going to jump down, just topple over the edge. But
we can't spot repair the bridge or anything like that.
No, you could repair the rope bridge. It'll probably take a little bit of time to do so, but with all of you working together, it's very possible you could potentially do it in 10, 20 minutes.
This river.
Yeah, you're just kind of patching what's there. So,
I mean, reaching rings will reach into their little knapsack and pull out a rope.
A rope. He has a rope.
That could help. So someone, if you do want to go for the repairs, will have to make the swim across to maybe grab the other end of the bridge and swim it back over. Does anybody? That is going to be an athletics check if anyone wants to try for that. Who's the bravest leshy of you all?
That made me just think like, oh, I should go check my inventory, and I have a sapphire ring spelled wrong. So it's a sapphire ring. So which is
no, that's a different thing.
No, that's totally spelled right. It's a sap ring.
Sapphire.
That's
there
so
it is.
good. That's so good.
It's a gem made out of blue sap.
Yeah. It's got the mosquito in it from Jurassic Park.
Sorry, what did you say the athletics check would be for?
swim
crossing
to get
across.
to get the other
Just
side of the
swimming
bridge
across,
to
okay.
bring it over. I have a athletics +9. I can try that.
Good. Sounds like you're volunteering, Drew.
Yeah, reaching rings is okay at swimming, but not that good.
All right.
Oh, I saw it teetering on that 1. I was
Yeah.
like, oh no.
A 13 on the dice, 22 total. You're able to swim over there, swim back. Maybe you can tie that extra rope around your waist for a little added security, but able to get back, and repairing this thing is going to be a crafting check. Who would like to be the primary role, and anybody else can aid if you'd like.
Oh,
Not me. I have a -1 to crafting.
yeah. I think because if you don't make the check, then I think you impart like a negative, right? Or if you critically fail it.
If you critically fail, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
who
would be in
does
danger
have
of critically
crafting in this group?
I have +8 crafting.
Popcorn. Popcorn's the
It's
skill monkey in here.
the rope bridge builder. It
Wow.
makes sense.
I can assist
Ooh, you got some crafting too.
a little bit.
Go for it.
A little bit.
Gotta do craftos.
Mhm. Okay. A 6 on the dice, Drew.
2 6s.
And yeah, I'll say this could potentially be an aid as well. Is not going to get it fixed, and it will require some more time if you want to go down this route to continue working on the bridge. You want to give me another roll? Just Drew. We'll see where we're at. Okay, there's the rock. 15 on the second one. Maybe it takes you about an hour or so.
It's an IKEA bridge, so we put it together, but realized that we did something wrong, so we have to take the entire thing apart and put it all back together again.
Right. Yeah. They drilled like extra holes just like for some reason, and we put too many pegs in, and then
We shouldn't have gone with the Svorvigsborg.
yeah.
As
the Carl.
As you get over to the side of the bank, maybe go to explore the petals that you see further down the bank where it goes from gravel to kind of like a muddy offshoot that maybe floods every couple weeks. You see what looks like some footprints, medium sized or very large compared to leshies, and they look to be a shod footprint, a shoe of some sort, and leading out of the forest.
Leather tootsies have been here. That's what she's called.
Leather
Humanoids.
tootsies.
Leather tootsies.
What would you guys like to do?
We can
Does the
track.
trail of purple petals
Yeah.
just stop? Or are they with the footsteps too?
So this is maybe like another 20 or 30 feet from where you find a large mass of petals. It looks like maybe some leshies were like running around or spending time here for a while. So 30 feet on, you find these footsteps, and you do find like 1 or 2 other purple petals. That's hard to say. Purple petals amongst these footsteps.
Should we try to track these footsteps and find where they go?
Mm-hmm.
Think so.
All right,
Nice.
we're going through all the skills tonight. This would be
I'm an experienced tracker.
a survival
For the
check.
feet.
Oh yes, and Twin Sprout can help too.
Yeah.
Just like point out, it's like, oh, there's a Twin Sprout.
Once again, reaching rings is also trained in this skill.
Sure. So give me a main
There's that
roll,
rogue.
and you
I
can
have a
aid as
+9
well.
to survival. What's your bonus?
7. Like I said, I'm trained. I'm not as good though.
I have a
well,
6 if I can assist as well.
Go right ahead. You guys are all kind of walking together, searching these out. We've got some great rolls, including a 24 from Bottle Speaker and a critical aid from Reaching Ring. So I think in total this is going to bring this to a 26, and that is enough to easily be able to follow this back maybe like an hour or so outside the forest and to the edge that looks like a campsite of some sort. And from here, right on the edge of the forest, you see maybe like some half-burnt candles that smell of flowery smells, some jasmine and things like that. There's some trail rations and things like that. Maybe someone had camped out here a day or so ago. Make me a perception check. I'll tell you what else you see amongst the campsite. We got a good one from Reaching Rings. Maybe you're... Well, what kind of weapon does Reaching Rings have?
They have a selection of weaponry. They have a rapier, a short sword, a short bow, and a bag full of rotten fruit.
Makes sense. That makes sense. So maybe your short sword, you're just like poking around some of the just slightly warm coals that have been like buried here a little bit. And as you're digging through them, you find some small shells, like snails or things like that, very smooth river stones, and some burnt feathers here in the fire. And you automatically, all of you, recognize these as things that would count as lucky charms that are often carried by smaller leshies in the region.
But they've been burned in the fire. That is not lucky, right?
It looks like they've been purposefully put into the fire, into the center.
God, they're magically delicious.
Yeah, and I'm going to use the same perception rolls.
Can I see if there's any evidence of leshy remains?
No remains that you can find, but both Reaching Rings and Popcorn, you can hear something kind of moving about behind you in the back of the forest here, looking on as you guys are investigating. There's a presence behind you.
Mariah Carey.
What would you like to do?
I think trying to be as inconspicuous as possible, Reaching Rings would slide their short sword back into their belt and slowly retrieve their short bow.
Flufffang will take center stage and step forward from the fire pit and say, "Oh ho! Who goes there? Friend or foe? Come."
Did Flufffang notice the approach?
Not really, but you guys can share information.
That's
like
fine.
This. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Come forward and reveal your intentions.
You hear a "Ugh!" and being tossed in your direction, maybe at Popcorn's feet, is a small bundle of leaves tied up with vines. And as it hits your feet, it pops open and you see little teardrop-shaped seeds at your feet, Popcorn. And perhaps you know who this is even before they come out, because you hear, "Popcorn! These seeds are just your type. And cook 'em all up and we'll munch 'em and you'll toughen up for a bit." Indeed, you said Mariah Carey, Seth. This is no glitter, baby. This is Glimmer, the little fairy who pops out to say hello to you guys.
Popcorn's bully. Oh no.
Glimmer, baby.
Look, I just know that Christmas songs are on their way, and I'm just really afraid of it. Okay, I'm sorry.
I was so happy when you said that, because I was like, wait, is the fairy's name Glitter? No, it's Glimmer.
Yeah, Glimmer is the
So
one who gave
close.
Popcorn her
That
name.
fairy is adorable. I mean, it looks sort of mean, but is also adorable. I love this art. It's great.
Yeah.
That's kind of the dichotomy of fairies, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're cute, but they look kind of mean.
Yeah, they're obviously mischievous. Yeah.
Yeah. Cute. Might kill you. You never know.
What be you all doing here at the edge of the forest? This isn't a place for leshies. You're moving into the leather tootsie territory.
Indeed we are. We come seeking younglings 3. 3? Are we looking for 3 younglings?
Sure.
Younglings 3. We believe they have come this way, and we've tracked the leather tootsies to this very campsite. Tell me, good sister of the forest, do you know where they have gone? Have you seen any of the leshy folk?
Ah, yes, so that's what that fellow was all about. Ha ha! I indeed saw one of the biggins come through here. Had shiny teeth, muddy boots, red hair, and wore green and yellow. Indeed, I'd seen him yelling at a squirming sack he had on his belt loop. He said, "Why, you be quiet, or I'll throw more of you toys in the fire." And then the sack went quiet, and he threw something into the fire, and I watched, and I didn't confront him, because he looked like a meanie. He looked like a real jerk. So I got bored, and I took a nap in that tree over there. It wasn't a very long nap, because when I woke up, you guys were here.
When you say it was one of the big... I completely forgot what my voice was.
Yeah, try again.
When you say it was one of the big uns, what do you mean exactly? Was it a leshy? Or
she described someone you can, people who've probably interacted with humans before, as a human man.
Is a human. Okay.
But oddly enough, long, sharp nails and shiny teeth.
Mariah Carey.
Yes, she said her name was Mariah Carey.
Yeah. Anyway, you all probably don't need me for anything else. I'll be taking my leave, but popcorn. Well, yeah, no more questions?
Tell me, Glimmer. Wait, You told us your name, right?
Yes, yeah, you know me.
Oh, of course, yes, Glimmer. We go way back. Glimmer, tell me, which way did they go?
I've never met you before in your life, Dandelion. I was bluffing.
Me too.
Obviously, the leather tootsies went where all the leather tootsies are. Back to their town.
Well, that's where we shall go as well. Thank you, Glimmer.
Popcorn, those seeds are yours to take. They're real good when you cook them up. Anyway, goodbye. I love you all. Goodbye. You'll never see me again on this adventure. Definitely never again. Goodbye forever.
Blow lots of kisses.
Yep.
Thanks, Glimmer.
I'll see you around the holiday season for one song in particular. Bye. What would you guys like to do next?
I guess
Can we win? I'd like to win.
I assume that it's inherently dangerous for leshies to enter a human village, right? That sounds dangerous.
Pretty dangerous.
I mean, at a minimum, the risk of being stepped on is there.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on this. Depends on the human, right? Because like, if a leshy came up to me, I'd be like, "Whoa, that's awesome!"
Whoa, my new best friend plant. I'll keep it in my house and never let go.
Well, it perhaps also depends on how many plants are in the village that we can use as camouflage, right? Sneak around and protect ourselves.
It's getting, later in the afternoon, so there are long shadows. There are places you can skulk about. Is that the direction you guys want to head, though?
Yeah, I think we've got to follow the trail, right?
It's the only
Is there
lead we
anything
have.
else we can glean from over here that we haven't figured out yet?
Let's see. Campsite, got everything here. Drew, make me a crafting check. Yeah, you're not sure exactly what these seeds are. Not something you've seen before, but knowing your frenemy, Glimmer, there's something special about them, but you're not sure what.
Light them on fire?
I don't know. Is that something you would do in this situation?
I mean, she said that they would be really good cooked.
Yeah, there's a bunch in this little bag here, and if you try to burn one, it seems like it just burns up too quickly. You probably need to apply low and steady heat to unlock whatever mystery is in them. Say the popcorn setting on a microwave. However long that takes. That's like 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So it would take some time to heat them up.
You should find an air popper.
Yeah, air fryer. Right. That's all that's here.
Well, if we're interested in disguising ourselves to some extent, I can muss my petals about and put mud all over and make myself look very much like a goblin.
That's not weird, just seeing 4 muddy goblins walking through town. One of them with a little baby goblin popping out of his head. Cool. Well,
yeah. I'm just saying, if that's something we want to pursue, I'm good at it.
I think, you would get some eyes going into town, but I don't think people would be like, burn the witch!
Right. People aren't openly antagonistic to leshies. Okay.
Yeah, they cool.
Okay.
Right, as you're getting closer, maybe going through some fields of Verdurin towards the town here, a couple of you can hear some rustling in the leaves before you in a field that you have to cross, and see in said field as you investigate what looks like 6 or 7, a small family or pack of deer kind of milling about, munching on some leaves. And it's like a horror scene for little leshies like you. You just see leaves being ground up in their evil teeth. So we get some Dutch angle shots of them going, nom, nom, nom. These horrific doe and deer. And then there's like a little Bambi woman as well. And that's the worst one because that one is just tearing up roots and throwing them all over the place.
Not even eating them, just pulling them up.
Yeah.
Are they eating any mushrooms?
Oh, you know it. Maybe
Really?
they're just like stepping on mushrooms. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not Googling do deer eat mushrooms for this side quest. I'm not having that in my search history. What would you like to do here? Indeed, this could be a dangerous situation for
Now is my time. I have wild empathy. Can I try to use diplomacy on them to make an impression and make a request? Is there anything we might want them to do for us?
Oh, they do eat mushrooms.
I'm going to...
Do you want to ride them like David the Fox? Your little gnome in the forest? Is that what you're trying to say?
Like David the Gnome? Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm going to try to impersonate something a little scarier.
Oh, well, oh, okay.
Jabber, I don't feel like these two approaches are compatible.
Oh, no, he's talking about it in town. Let's go with diplomacy. You can kind of speak, I think, with animals potentially as well here. So make me that check.
Okay. The 22.
Right. So what does Puddle Speaker say?
Friends, we are here seeking one of our own. We wish you no harm, and we wish to protect your meadow and your environment.
We cool? We cool.
Please do not eat us. We mean you no harm. If perchance you could give us protection on our way to the human village, it would be much appreciated. Twin Sprout!
I'm here too! Make me a second diplomacy check for this one. At first they come up and sniff you and are like, are you food? I'm a little confused. But now you... Uh-oh. Oh, do you want to re-roll that one?
I'm going to re-roll that. I'm going to re-roll that.
Are you sure? You want to ride us? Like the beast that you are? No. That one, yeah, maybe you can like pet one of their snouts and like the baby deer and a fawn and a doe will like lay down in the forest of Glen and allow you to mount them. Their furry backsides, 2 plants per deer back.
That's adorable.
Yeah, no antlers to speak of there. It's a lady deer and a baby deer. And that will save you some time because you cover the rest of the adventure here to town in no time flat. And it doesn't take you too long here as you get to Petalbrook, the small village of humans at the edge of the Verduran forest. You say goodbye to your deer mounts, who you've named obviously at this point. What?
1 and 2.
Okay. Oh boy, the depths of creativity.
That's what you get over on our Patreon.
No, we got
maximum effort,
listeners.
No, I think they would
Robbie
name
and Dawn
them.
recently.
Let's see. Sunshine can be one of them.
Oh,
Sunshine and Rainbow.
Dirt. Oh, okay. That's good. That's better than dirt, the other thing that plants love. Dirt. I can't stop thinking about how much I love dirt. Oh, right. You can pick up the trail here in town and you're able to track maybe the same size muddy boots and a couple of these small petals to what looks like a storefront. A large storefront that the tracks seem to go to a cellar in the back, but the shop hanging sign reads crystals and candle wax. Let's see. I'm sorry, Jabber, what is your scarier disguise looking like? You're walking through the village.
I look. Let's see. I'm going to indeed attempt to make a disguise check here, or a deception check.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I didn't bring up the skill before I did this. Impersonate was the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm using my ability from the Lion Blade dedication feat that allows me to conceal my identity. And when I use deception to attempt to hide, I don't take a penalty from trying to disguise myself as a different ancestry, age, or so forth.
And what is it you're trying to look like?
As long as I'm appropriate, it's appropriate for my size. And I am small. So wait, am I small or tiny?
Small.
Okay, thank goodness. Okay, yeah, I think I will go with a goblin.
Okay,
you know, just like something that looks a little more fearsome. You know,
right.
So you said that we've seen the back of the shop and the front of the shop.
Yeah, and as you're skulking around the backside, maybe you do draw a couple of peasants' attention as they're walking through and see. Let me just roll some perception checks here. They see a goblin and a few leshies hanging out together. What would you like to say to them? They're looking you over and they're like, "Oh,
What is that?"
I say, greetings, friends. I've come in this place seeking magical potions and whatnot, and I hear that there's a lovely place, and I tap right on the wall of the building, and I say, right here, and I'd like to know what wares they have for sale at this establishment.
Oh, that old Darius's place. He keeps all kind of knickknacks and paddywhacks. He's the candlestick maker for the town, he does. And all kinds of pressed flowers and things of that nature.
Pressed flowers, you say? He's a lover of the forest, then.
Oh, he's one of the fancy kinds. He peddles his wares even for the rich folks on the richer parts of towns. Foreign wines.
I see what you did there.
He peddles them indeed. I'm just a intelligence 8 villager. I don't know but for puns. But yes, why do you need to know about him? What are you doing here?
How far away are we from the cellar door?
I don't know, like a couple feet.
Right, can I try to skulk back and check out the lock situation on this door while this is going on?
I don't think it's locked.
It's not locked?
No.
Okay, cool. I will.
I'm the GM. I get to say if it's locked or not.
Noted. It's not locked.
Person is probably inside and probably can't lock it as a result, right?
Logic.
Indeed, I'll say, well, I've come seeking indeed some pressed flowers that I can style my friend's hair after, and I shall go and see this. You say this is a Danjamin is his name?
Darius Wick.
Darius.
Oh, Darius Wick for sure. That's who works and lives here. A strange fellow. Not much for chatting.
What else do you know about this Darius Wick? Is he a sweet-minded sort, or is he a villainous howler?
I don't know you from a petunia sticking out of my Aunt Nancy's window. What be your business with him? Why do you want to know? Why should I tell you?
Can I make an impression?
Yeah. Would that be diplomacy, or are you using?
I would use performance.
Performance, yes.
Yeah, I'm showing all my colors. I'm doing my. I mean, not all my colors, because I'm pretending to be a goblin, but some of my
your
colors.
Your browns, your greens, your puke oranges.
Right.
Yeah, make me a roll.
All right. Oh, man. Okay, well, we're going to re-roll that.
Yeah, what did you get here?
I rolled a 16. 5 on the dice.
Yeah. A bad re-roll.
Okay, well, a little better. An 18.
Well, the DCs aren't super high in this part. Let's double check what we're looking for. It's DC 18.
We like the cut of your jib, Mr. Odd-looking goblin. Oh, yeah, no, he works. He has all kind of regular trips to and from the forest to the north here, but yeah, for the most part, he only
make supply runs for food and new shipments from, our beeswax shop. He's a fairly, well, he wants to be part of the fancy folks, he does, and makes all kinds of perfumes and candles and fancy things that we ain't got time for with our beekeeping, our apiary that we have. Oh, look at you! You're just the cutest little goblin. They pull from their satchel this couple. It looks like a jar of exquisite looking royal honey jelly. It's like, oh, take this with you. You'll never know when you'll need it. You might need to roll some kind of save and you want to lather yourself in this. Who knows? This works like a lesser elixir of life. Oh, great. Anyway, we don't have much more information about Darius. We just want to talk and say hi. You looked very suspicious here, but easy, totally cool.
I give them a little kisses on their hands.
Oh, goodness gracious, this weird, cute goblin. Wait till we tell everyone in town about you. Okay,
and I go skipping off. I say, my name's Goblin the Odd-Looking. That's my name.
Oh, what a great name. I would have guessed that, too. If you had said, guess my name, I would have gone straight there. Bang, with a bullet.
That's... me mother knew me well, and I skipped away. Whee!
All right.
And I skip back to my friends and I say, they're definitely gonna turn those kids into perfumes.
We gotta run. They're lavender. They're not cut out for this world.
Reaching Rings has already got like the cellar door like partly open, and they just kind of like point.
Yeah, traveling down the cellar here, I will take us to a map.
By the way, I would like to utilize one of my abilities.
Oh, what are you doing?
I would like to, this is something that Rebecca will recognize, quiet allies.
Oh, so you're utilizing your stealthy abilities to try and help out your very loud Snapdragon and Bard.
We'll see.
Well, still get the lowest bonus, right, of the party.
Correct.
It's just one roll for the whole party.
We just don't have to keep rolling and hope nobody gets a natural one. I've got a 9.
You have a 9 in stealth, okay.
I have a 6.
Okay. Drew, what is your stealth?
1
bonus.
Oh.
Hey!
Okay, got it. So we're rolling a d20 and we're adding a 1.
Stealth.
I guess it makes sense that popcorn isn't very stealthy. That sounds loud.
Ooh, that's not good.
9 on the dice.
You know what? Let's use our reroll. My reroll for that one.
Oh, yeah. Reaching for some rings.
14 is still not amazing, but you know.
Still pretty good.
Better than an 8.
What can you do when you're trying to sneak with a bowl full of popcorn?
You are indeed.
Why is everybody blaming it for me? Yes. That wasn't a proper sentence.
Sneaking down these steps, and you see a large table here at the base in a small room. There are various crystals of different sizes, but 3 large ones, kind of about 4 feet in diameter each, along the southern wall. And there's a wooden door tucked into the wall to the southwest. But as you're taking a look over these crystals, indeed, every step you draw closer, even stealthing, it seems like all the sounds that you're making as you're moving quietly seem to be ringing in these crystals and perhaps amplifying as you move forward. You get like a resonant hum that is growing louder as you draw closer.
Is there any additional sign of the missing leshies here? Lavender petals, charms, anything?
In this room, no.
Okay.
It's only about 35 feet wide and 20 feet deep. It's not huge.
Pretty big for me.
Yeah, for a small creature. Yeah, something seems to be going on with these crazy looking crystals.
Can I approach the crystals carefully? And I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know what to do with it. If it's not a nature roll. Somebody should approach the crystals and see if we can tell what they are.
Crystals occur in nature.
I think you could probably do something with them. Do you have? Well, maybe not. I'm looking at your character sheet. I was about to say investigating them would be like an occultism check.
Ooh, well, let me take a look. Stand back, powerful magic's afoot.
Are you moving forward here?
I will.
You never like it when the DM asks for
I
the
never do
specifics.
like that.
Yeah.
Point to the square you're going to
Do
stand
you
on.
walk on this square, Jabert? This one?
Make me an occultism check as you're drawing closer to them.
Boy, I'm rolling pretty low today. A 9. A 9.
On the dice. Oh, damn.
4 on the dice. Yeah, so I say, yes, bottle speaker. You can see this is clearly, and I pick one up and I start just like shaking it. It's like, I say, it works like this, and I shake it.
As you move forward, indeed, they begin to sing out a discordant sound that begins to grow louder and louder. And like touching them doesn't seem to be stopping them. Do you have anything else you think you might be able to do, Fluff Thing?
Let me look at my inventory. Let me see what I have.
Weird question. What question, Patrick?
Yes.
Are they casting a spell?
It seems to be some kind of magical effect, yeah.
But it's not specifically casting a spell. Because I have an ability that says I can recognize spells. But it says that it has to be target. Is it target creature?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a spell.
Okay. Also, it says a creature. So,
all right. So I'm going to walk away from it. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Let's see here. Double check. If you are still in the room here, got bad news. A discordant sonic blast emanates from one of these things and goes straight for Bottle Speaker in the back here. As it blasts forward, make me a basic fortitude save, Bottle Speaker.
Right. 24.
Okay, that is enough to save, so you're only taking 2 points of sonic damage as this thing calls out. Does anybody else want to try and disable this magical trap?
Isn't it occultism?
Occultism, if you want to, as it is a trap, try a thievery check. That is also possible to kind of disable what this be.
Nothing you want to try, Drew? Okay, got it. I will attempt to utilize thievery because I also have occultism, but my thievery is considerably better.
Can I aid?
Oh!
Thievery check? Oh, thanks.
I don't think anything's going to save that one, Jabert.
No. Does anybody else have
That's an 11 for the listeners.
Occultism.
I've got 7 in thievery, which is actually better than my occultism. So,
sure. Give me another roll then.
Ooh, a little better, but
rolls aren't
16.
Agreeing with you, actually, because this is another roll. Does anybody want to try and aid said thievery check? You can roll again.
I guess since I'm already there, I reaching rings would try to help.
Sure.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Hey,
well, there is the aid. That is enough to maybe push these over onto the table and push them apart so they're not vibrating together, making this discordant sound. But that was probably loud enough that if there is someone else down here, they might have heard you.
Be on guard, friends. And I indeed draw my rapier.
Stay close and hidden, Twin Sprout. Wait, yeah, Twin Sprout. Twin Sprout! Twin Sprout!
Are you heading in further into this basement, this dank basement?
Yes, poker's drawn.
Let's get dank.
Warflail out.
Bum, bum, bum. So who wants to open the door here?
Who's this is like your forte, I think. How many hit points do you have? Yeah, this is your forte.
Gonna check it for traps. Check the door for traps.
I will make that perception check secretly.
Absolutely, I get it.
No traps. 0 traps. You're clear, Drew. Move ahead.
Reaching rings will give the all clear and step aside.
All right, move you guys closer to said door. As you open it up, this be what you see inside. Bloop. What looks like a laboratory as you're hit with a concentrated smell of floral flowers here, even stronger than in the upstairs area or in this room you're coming from. There's a long wooden table to the south covered with candles of melted and kind of left long flowing channels of melted wax overflowing on the side. There's a large unlit stone fireplace and 2 rounded tables to the north and a cauldron of some kind of stew and riddled with burn marks covered in wax along its sides.
Is this low light down here, or is this?
I think there's enough light down here with the fire, because we're moving on to what else you see here, which is a large gentleman in green schmuck and in pants. Let's get a picture of what Darius looks like. The red-headed stepchild with big old what look like pop bottles in his frock, different implements, tools, gardens, and sporting what looks like a giant cannon or flamethrower of some sort, but you see wax melting from the tip of it, and he says, "Oh, who's down here? What, more flowers? Why, you can't get enough of me, can you? You'll not leave this place. Get Candle boys, let's go!" You see, stepping from the side of the pot, what look like 2 little homunculi made out of very floral and studded with flower petals. Candle-looking gremlins, wax gremlins that are moving on. Like, let's make some initiative rolls. Click it on your character token and hit that initiative button on the character sheet.
Drew, what's your take? Has this guy been playing too much Splatoon 3?
Are we rolling stealth into this, or can I roll deception into it?
I think you guys are the jig is kind of up here, so let's just do a standard initiative roll, which you can normally do other things in Pathfinder, but I feel like since he might have kind of heard you coming, we gave it away. There was a chance to get past that, but chance you did not have. Perception for him. These are called scented candle homunculi. And I love them. They're my boy.
Frickin' Yankees.
My rotten soldiers.
There's a riff on Yankee candles, by the way.
We got it, Seth. Okay. Oh my gosh, we got it. Oh, I don't like their perception at all. Yuck. I rolled these? I rolled.
Because nobody laughed, so I thought maybe you guys didn't get it.
Just say it louder and proud. First up is our main man, Darius, popping into the turn order. Indeed, he is going to start us off right here, folks, as he's going to move forward. Well, actually, I should probably check how far he can move on his turn. This can affect some things. Oh, he's got 30 feet of movement, so we can get him across this room to the edge of the table where you guys are poking about. Mm-hmm.
Patrick, I just sent you an image of what we're looking at here.
Yeah, I think they got this thing set wrong. Boop, there we go.
There, okay. Oh, there you go. There's a table.
I think that was supposed to let off light, but it was not letting off light. All right, so Darius is moving forward towards you guys, saying, "You've come for the wrong reasons. You think you're here to mess with old Darius, but instead Darius is going to mess with you." And indeed, he takes his improvised wax injector for candles and blasts a 15-foot cone of hot wax at everybody except Popcorn, it looks like. I'm just too far away from Popcorn with 30 foot of... Oh, actually, no, he can move on the other side of the table, right? No. We'll leave Popcorn out. Everyone else make me a reflex save for hot wax. This is DC 20. Oh, no. Oh, natural 20 from Fluffing. Fluffing ain't getting nothing. And... fail from Bottle Speaker and Reaching Rings. So good news, Jabert with a critical save is taking no damage. Bad news is our failed friends here are indeed taking some fire damage.
And you said bottle speaker failed too.
That, yeah, is a DC 20. So spraying hot wax, no damage. Oh, success, you take damage too. Failure, this is 3d6 fire damage coming at you guys. 12 points of fire damage for bottle speaker and reaching rings. You also are taking, as the hot wax drips down your petals, your plumage, your caps, 1d6 persistent damage as well. Ooh. That is his turn. Flufffang, you are next.
All right. Let's see here. I am going to, as my first action, use Inspire Courage. I'm giving my allies all around a +1 status bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects. So in case that's a scary, scary wax. Let's see here. And then I will cast. Let me see. Oh, this one. I'm going to cast Command at the farmer Darius.
Oh,
yeah.
What does a command do exactly?
I give him an instruction, and if he fails, he has to use a single action doing as I command. If he critically fails, he has to use all his actions on his next turn to obey my command.
And this is a will save.
Correct. Yeah.
You've discovered my weakness. Let's roll that. A natural one, critical fail.
Oh, right. As a throw your gun away. Seek not to spray us with that foul spray.
Oh, you got it, boss. Yeah, you're the boss here. They like this thing anyway.
He has to spend his next turn, dude?
His next 3 actions, yeah. That's good.
Pretty rough. It's like whatchamacallit?
Yeah, like
stunning him too.
Yeah.
Oh, stun. Okay. Our little homunculus friends are going to move in into combat. They sprout little waxy wings and flutter on over to Flufffang and Popcorn, and they're going to make a little bite attack at both of them. Let's see here. Bite for Popcorn. The first one is very much a miss. The second is a 16, a hit. Drew against Popcorn. What's your armor class?
20.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, never mind. Miss. And let's roll same against Flufffang. 2 attacks. Bite attacks. A 19 and a 20. How's Flufffang doing on AC?
My AC is 19.
Oh, well, taking 3 points of damage.
No!
But there's also additional fire. Is this on a regular hit? Dude, let's double check.
I guess if they're like hot wax, that makes sense.
Yeah, if they're like wax golems, they got burning mouths, right?
Yeah, so
I'll double
damage.
Check on that, but you go ahead. Next on the turn order is Reaching Rings. Oh, this is persistent fire damage.
No. Oh, 1d4 persistent. Okay, so I take 3 right now, and then at the end of my turn, I take more.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Reaching Rings is going to advance, both short sword and rapier drawn, with 1 action, and I will utilize my other 2 actions to attack.
You attacking the defenseless Darius?
Is he defenseless?
Well, he's throwing his weapon away next turn at least.
Sure. Does a 20 hit him?
A short sword attack. Ooh, 21. That is a hit.
Okay. That's just going to be 5 piercing damage. However, now
plus 1 damage.
6.
6 piercing damage. However,
welcome to the life of a bard. We're reminding everyone about that bonus forever and ever.
Yes, it's always the bard's responsibility. Like, add a 1.
But is it a hit with a +1? Drew, you don't have any idea about that, do you?
No.
All right.
But we're going to utilize Reaching Ring's Twin Feint ability to attack with the rapier, and he is automatically flat-footed against this attack.
Woo! 17.
24 versus flat-footed AC.
On the dice. Flat-footed AC. Ooh, that is still just a hit.
Just a hit? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and add that sneak attack damage on anyway. So that'll be 11 piercing damage.
Oh, you got it right that time. Okay, excellent. Oh, that's a couple of quick hits against Darius.
It's like total of 17, just like stab, stab.
Popcorn is next in the turn order.
Popcorn would like to snuff this candle with her flail.
Oh, you're going against our little homunculi friend, eh?
Yeah, so it's a 20.
20 is a hit, and that's a lot of damage, folks. 13 damage. Oh, this thing is nearly destroyed from one hit.
Did you say 13?
14 damage. Excuse me.
Yeah. Lies. Slander. 14. Yeah, it's almost dead as well. Do you want to give that one another strike?
Oh yeah, we're gonna just. Oh, I'm sorry. That was click the wrong button. Do you want me to roll that again, or just roll the damage a second time?
Roll the damage a second time because you've rolled a 11 on the dice, and I believe on your second attack that is going to be hit with a +1 assist from your friend here. And yes, 12 points. That's enough to destroy this homunculus. Oh, splat! Little hot wax droplets sting everywhere around you.
and Pathfinder, I can move again, or I can move with this.
Well,
right?
You've got a third action, yeah. So if you want to move as a third action, you can do that.
I'm gonna move over. There we go. I'm gonna move over just to get over here. Am I in range of both of these cats, or is this?
Yeah. You're at the edge of the table here, next to Darius and the other homunculus. I've forgotten to roll your persistent damage, Seth, and roll me a d20 to see if that goes away. It's just 2 more points of fire. And yeah, moving will be your third action. That'll bring us to Bottle Speaker last in the turn order.
I'm going to assume that a 2 doesn't get rid of the persistent damage.
Looking for 15 or higher, so. No.
Got it. Still burning.
Right, Bottle Speaker is going to start by looking to his friend Fluff Fang, who's standing very close by, and give him guidance.
Oh.
Ooh, stacking up those bonuses.
Yes, that'll give him +1 to a few things. And then I'm going to use my remaining 2 actions to shoot an acid arrow at Darius.
Oh, no! So this is an attack roll spell, yeah?
Yeah, I have no idea how to do that, though. I'm going to click on it.
Yeah. Oh, that'll do. Natural 1 will not do. Oh, no, you've rolled a natural 2, but low damage here.
So sad.
That is a...
But...
Patrick, that is a 9.
Oh! Well.
Yeah, Twin Sprout's just going to hang out. She's not going to do anything.
No twin sprouts. Okay, that will bring us to turn 2, and Darius just chucks his big old weapon into the melted candle. Like, it was like, why'd I do that? No, Sheila, my baby. Oh, what are you? What? And he doesn't have time to speak or do anything. He's just so confused as it's Fluff Fang's turn immediately after him.
All right.
Guided.
So
by the light.
So the guidance won't stack with my Inspire Courage, but if I need to make a save of some sort. Ooh, well, So it says perception check, saving throw, or skill check. The flat check doesn't count as a skill check, and it's not really a saving throw, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so I couldn't take guidance on my flat check.
So it's technically a check. What flat check do you have?
Oh, because I have that persistent fire from being attacked by the...
Oh, I forgot to put it on your character. I would have forgotten all about that. I thought I put it on, but there it is.
Oh, do I need to roll fire for myself?
Oh, right.
Roll a d20 and you're taking 5 points of fire damage. Oh, goodness gracious. And you're still burning. All right. Jabber.
All right. I'm going to, first of all, Inspire Courage once more. Once more with feeling. And then I'm going to strike out with my powerful rapier. Ha-ha!
You tagging a homunculus?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not going to do it.
That's not going to do it.
3 on the dice is a miss.
Yep, 3 on the dice, believe it or not, is a miss. Well, that's why they give you second attacks. Here we go.
Can't imagine stabbing a wax monster is very effective.
I know.
Well, you got to get to the dry part because that will crack. If you get like the still melty bit, it'll be too pliable and your weapon will just go right through. So you really got to aim for center mass.
It's too goopy.
The Power Rangers did it every day.
They went out
Okay.
there and they succeeded every day.
We're not playing the Morphin Power Rangers RPG, unfortunately, but you know.
Not yet. We'll see how long this takes.
All right, I'm gonna make the second attack. Here we go.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
wait, slightly better. A 14 to hit.
It's still a miss. No, that's a hit. That's a
Oh,
hit.
hey. 5 piercing damage.
I might have to go back to look at the hits that Popcorn put on them before. Popcorn, you hit this one. You might have an extra action here. Hold on. No, your first one was a 19, so a 20. I was about to say, maybe that was a crit. These guys have lower AC than I thought. 14 is just a hit, so
Ooh, okay.
5 damage on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to bring us to the homunculus's turn. He's going to turn right around.
Oh, sorry. I need to do my flat check.
Flat check indeed. And you're taking 1 point of fire damage, or just a little bit of fire damage. As you guys are in the homunculus's general vicinity, it moves dead center of your group and lets out an aura of stanky olfactory perfume. Everyone make a fortitude save.
Oh, I'm gonna use guidance.
Yeah, you got a save coming up.
Oh, might need it.
5 on the dice. The DC for this is 15. We've got a couple of successes, a couple fails. Flufffang and Popcorn gaining the sickened condition. Sickened
Oh
condition.
no, is this the Wretch cast again?
Yes, you can smell flowers pressed into this waxy perfume that overwhelms your senses and makes you sick. That was its movement, and it's going to make a couple attacks against Flufffang. Bites. Pya, pya.
Oh no.
Critical hits. With its little waxy jaws, it sinks into Flufffang's flowery foliage for a ton of damage. This combat is nowhere near. I thought it was going to be near to done. It's nowhere near it, and we've run out of time for this week's adventure. So we will see you next time on Fistful of Flowers to finish this fight. Bum, bum, bum. Middle of combat ending to this episode.
On a crit.
We'll
crit hanger.
We'll find if Flufffang is surviving next round.
It's easy for me to remember because it's my turn now. Yay!
And I get some time to look up what a sickened is in Pathfinder 2e.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. It's
Drew,
easy. It's easy.
Retch is an action you can take.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can just hork for a turn or two.
You can retch 3 times in a turn if you want.
Alaris did it a lot earlier.
Oh yeah,
Keep on
we've done
retching.
a lot of retching on Dead Men Roll No Crits.
This is as fun as I thought it would be already, and we're about halfway through. We still got a good amount of adventure left. If we are interested in continuing on, or if we ever release this to the public, who knows? Maybe we all have a falling out and we hate flowers. The happening happens, and we're like, you know what? Pronk plants.
It is turning into fall where flowers.
It's weird. I'm
The
pro
best time
global
of
warming
year.
now.
The best time of year. All these stupid flowers die. No, that's going to do it for this week. We've gone long here, and we might go long next time to finish this out. Thank you for playing with me, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick.
Listeners, I hope you're enjoying this, and if you do, come back next week because we'll continue on Fistful of Flowers. Until then, have a week, everybody.
Let's see y'all later.
Make like a tree and a leaf.
Mushroom.
Hey, you better get out because there's not a mushroom.
Oh, there it is.
That was a good one.
Okay.
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.